What is up, traders? Welcome back. Today was a pretty straightforward day. 2 trades, technically 3 trades. I decided to take it easy, take it slow, just because yesterday was a very eventful day. But before we dive into the trades, I do want to announce that I will be live streaming tomorrow, just to kind of like get my feet wet and see how I do. So tomorrow 8:30 I'll be live on YouTube. If you want to stop by, hang out, and just chit chat or whatever, that's fine. If you want to ask questions on how I trade or whatever, you can do so. Again, I'm not trying to do some crazy stuff. It's just me get my feet wet into the streaming world and see how I do. Hopefully it turns out to be a good stream. We'll see. But yeah, tomorrow 8:30 I'll be here. So if you want to join me, you're more than welcome. Coupons, right? So the coupon is 83% off until end of this month, the 30th. Of course, the Apex is doing 71% off. Like I said before, BluSky is a direct competitor to Apex's coupons. So yeah, pick some up if you want to. The code is Elite83. Yeah, let's talk about the trades. First trade was right here. Basically, actually, let me back up. There was a second entry short here that I was looking at, and the only reason I didn't take this trade is because of the midline. Midline and the VWAP, I wasn't too sure what was happening here, so that's why I didn't take the trade. It worked out pretty well, but I always cautious about the midline and the ranges. Those are one of those things that you gotta look out for. But my first trade was this long. Yes, this is a counter trend trade, I get it, but I do want to talk about it, and just to give you my thought process and what I was looking at. So basically, you clearly see there was first of all, there's some volume coming in here, and not gonna give me a clue that maybe something's about to shift, right? So this candle right here, which is this right here, the green one, I did not want to trade it just because there was unfinished auction. There's not really any imbalances down below. So, and the delta, main delta, max delta is, well, they're not definitely the same. They're definitely apart, but I wasn't really too convinced in my opinion. And then I saw this bar right here, and I saw this delta of 676, which is max delta, and a negative delta is -8, or minimum delta is -8. Decided to pull a trigger, and I got two points out of this trade, and yeah, it turned out to be a nice little move up. Again, I wasn't trying to capture like 10 points or whatever. I knew that it's a counter trend trade, and I noticed these trades a lot in terms of like this wick right here. This wick is what kind of made me like think about this trade and made me want to trade this, because I've seen a lot of these wicks happen and key entry points. Let's see if I can well, of course I'm not gonna have any to show you guys, but basically if you do trade the way I trade, just keep a lookout on these wicks. If they're like at the bottom of range, or on top of the range, or the key entry point, like the EMA or something like that, and it matches the mixed man delta. I mean, this is clear buying pressure. Pull trigger, got 2 points, and I was out. Now there was a second, like a visual second entry, which is right here, and I should have taken it. I hesitated because again, this is just a visual, but it is 2 legs up and the measured move, perfect measure move. So I was actually waiting for a lower high, maybe like a wick like this as well, so I can pull the trigger. Never got it. I did see the lower high later on here, and that's when I decided to pull the trigger, because again, we're still kind of in a downtrend here, and I am expecting to retest of this little channel here. Yeah, I got my 2.25 points, and yeah, I was done for the day. Didn't really see anything else that I want to trade here, but yeah, those are my trades. Again, I'll show you the what the candlestick look like on the footprint 46, which is right here. So again, you can clearly see lots of imbalances. Finished auction, the max delta, min delta is not ideal. Again, I want to see a lot of selling pressure. Like I want to see at least equal or obviously more selling pressure than the max delta, but you do have a delta switch. And then next candle, you can clearly see that there's selling coming in, minus 297 to 51, and then again 207 to 12. So again, lots of selling pressure coming in, and I was already in trade anyways, so that made me feel pretty good. Initially, I don't really like this, but the way the price action worked out, I pulled the trigger and I got my 2.25 points. So that's what I was looking at. But let's talk about Top Step for a second. The Top Step, I made a mistake actually on Top Step. I mean, I am up $72 and 144 in total, but one thing I want to mention here is if you change the chart settings or the chart symbol to NQ from ES, you have to change the order here as well, because I thought for some reason if I change it here in this spot, this will automatically change. That's not the case. And I was actually trading ES while watching the NQ chart. It's crazy because I was not getting any executions. I was not getting any like arrows, like entries and stuff and exits. And I'm like, what's happening now? I'm not seeing anything. Like I don't have my bracket orders. Like I'm just nothing. So I was like, okay, something's wrong. So then I finally figured out that I was trading the ES while watching the NQ. Yeah, that could have been a disaster. Anyways, I think they should make this kind of like an automatic. If you change it here, this should change too as well, or vice versa, right? So I don't know. That was crazy. So pay attention if you're trading with this platform. Pay attention to this. Yeah, that was my day. That's all I got really for the video. Like I said, if you want to join me tomorrow morning, that'd be great. 8:30 Central Time. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.